What's good, YouTube? You clicked on this video, so I'm guessing you try to tap into this.
Look at that brilliant form.
This is the true power.
Complete in all its majesty.
This is the ultimate.
Ultra Instinct.
This scene gave us all chills, but you might be looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, Ultra Instinct, is it real? Or that's what they want you to think. But I'm gonna teach you how to tap into it. It might sound far-fetched. Ultra Instinct is an anime power-up after all, but there's more to it than you might think. In fact, the mindset behind Ultra Instinct isn't just fantasy, it has real-world power that you can harness. So let's break it down and see how we could go Ultra Instinct in real life. Here's the secret. Ultra Instinct is basically a flashy name for a mental state that exists in the real world. Fun fact, the creator of Dragon Ball actually based Ultra Instinct off a real martial arts concept called Mushin, which means mind without mind, a state of no thought. In other words, through intense training and practice, a fighter can react instinctively without thinking, exactly what Goku does. Mushin lets a martial artist move on instinct with incredible reflexes without any thought getting in the way. Sound familiar? It's basically the same idea as being in the zone or in the flow state. Flow state is a term for psychology and neuroscience. It's basically that magical feeling you get when you're locked in or in the zone. Time feels weird. Sometimes it slows down. Sometimes hours pass in what feels like minutes. Your focus is laser sharp. Self-doubt melts away, and you perform at your absolute best. In flow, actions feel effortless and instinctive, almost as if your body is taking over. If you ever been so absorbed in a game, sport, or creative project that everything else faded away, that was flow state. Sounds a lot like a mini Ultra Instinct, right? And the crazy part is how powerful this state can be. Studies have shown that many world record athletic performances and even breakthrough businesses found success through flow state. And why? Because in flow, you're using 100% of your skills without your ego or fear slowing you down. You're fully present, reacting perfectly to the challenge at hand. Goku in Ultra Instinct is the anime extreme of this. He trains so hard that when he shuts off his thinking mind, his body moves and fights on autopilot at godly levels. So Ultra Instinct equals flow state plus a ton of training. That's encouraging because it means we can work toward our own version of Ultra Instinct. We might not dodge actual punches at light speed, but in our careers, our art, our sports, we can hit that zone where everything clicks. So next, I'll share how I learned to tap into this kind of flow state in my own creative process and how you can tap into yours. Let me share you a personal story. As a filmmaker creator myself, I discovered a unique process that consistently puts me into a creative flow state while making my films, my own form of Ultra Instinct. The trick? I start my films with the ending scene first. Yeah, you heard that right. Before I shoot anything else, I envision and shoot the ending of my story. I get that final cinematic scene down crystal clear. Now you might be asking, why the hell would I do this? By locking in the ending, I know exactly where I'm heading. I had the final image, the message, the feeling I want the audience to walk away with. It's like having a fixed destination on the map. Now the journey from start to finish is wide open. I have unlimited possibilities for how to get there. This balance of clarity and freedom is powerful. On one hand, I have a clear goal. On the other hand, I'm free to be totally creative in reaching that goal because the path isn't set in stone. That combination puts me in a creative flow every time. When I sit down and start writing or filming the beginning and middle after doing the end, ideas just start pouring out. It's like I've activated autopilot on my creativity. I don't get stuck wondering how should I end this or second guessing my direction that's already decided. Instead, I can focus 100% on the moment, on each scene, letting my instincts as a storyteller guide me toward that long ending. When I do this, I'll find myself coming up with twists, character moments, visuals I never thought of if I was worrying about the conclusion. Honestly, it felt effortless. Hours can go by and I don't notice because I'm so deep in it. That's my full state right there. You might recognize this as begin with the end in mind. It's actually a famous principle from success literature, but I kind of stumbled into it as a workflow for creativity, and it works wonders. By temporarily skipping straight to the finish line in my mind, I unlock my Ultra Instinct mode for the entire project. I'm on my mission, and my subconscious takes care of the connecting dots. It's liberating, energizing, like creating with no limiter on. So the takeaway from this is to find ways to give yourself a clear vision of where you want without locking yourself in with a strict plan or a script. Know your ending, your goal, or your victory condition. Then let your trained instincts of creativity fill the path. That's a recipe for flow. For me, it's film endings. For you, it could be a clear image of success in your business or a mental picture of crossing that finish line of the race. Have that target in mind, and you'll find that mind and body start working together almost automatically till you get there. Now, getting into a flow or ultra instinct state isn't always as simple as just having a goal. Life has its distractions, anxieties, overthinking the mortal enemy of flow. So how do you trigger that state when you need it? Over the years, I experimented with a lot of different techniques to get into that zone of command. I'll share one of the techniques that worked for me, which is smoking some weed before a creative session. Now hold up, I'm not telling anyone to light up, this is just my experience, and it's definitely not for everyone. Some people meditate, listen to music, I'm just being real about what helps me. For me, a small amount of weed can act like a shortcut to calm my mind and slip into focus. If I got a big editing session or writing ahead, sometimes I'll step outside, take a couple puffs, and come back in with a different headspace. The noise of daily worries quiet down, my thoughts start racing, and I feel more present. Instead of thinking about 10 things at once, I'm here and now with the task. In fact, some creators say that cannabis used intentionally can help clear mental clutter and spark creativity. That's true in my case. With the right mindset, a little weed can make ideas flow freely and connect a new way. I might put on some music and suddenly I'm inside the work. I'm locked in. And again, I'm not telling anybody to smoke. I don't know if it might be kids watching the channel. So any way that works for you, meditating, reading, but that just works for me. So if you're a smoker, then I suggest you use that to help with your creativity. Athletes often have pre-game rituals or routines that basically tell their brain it's go time. That's the way entering their flow state. The key is to find what works for you. The goal is to quiet that inner voice of doubt and distraction so your instincts and training can take over when it's time to perform. In my case, smoking is what does that for me. Like how martial artists do brilliant techniques to find their center, or when Riz in Dragon Ball told Goku to relax his mind. It's like the same thing. But everybody got different ways, whether it's meditating, smoke, or whatever you do, but the point is to get your mind relaxed and calm. The common thread is creating a mental environment where you're calm but alert, energized but not anxious, focused on the present. Whether it's through a cup of coffee, a 5-minute meditation, or yes, a puff of smoke. Find what works for you for that mindset. Then you can consistently tap into your own ultra instinct mode when you need it. Now let's circle back to that Goku vs Jiren battle, because there's another big lesson there. Goku didn't achieve ultra instinct just by lounging around. He was literally pushed to his absolute limit. Jiren was the strongest foe he faced, an immovable object that Goku's usual tricks couldn't budge. In the anime, Goku only unlocked Ultra Instinct after he basically blew himself up, taking on his own spirit bomb. It was that extreme stress on his body from the spirit bomb that cracked the shell and let him tap into that deeper potential. Riz even commented that Goku had broken through his self-limited shell. In that moment, in plain terms, Goku had to break past his limits to awaken a new power. In real life, thankfully, we don't need a spirit bomb explosion to grow, but the principle holds. Sometimes to reach your highest potential, we have to step outside of our comfort zones and face the big challenges. It's in those moments when you're really tested, whether it's a high-stakes project, a competition, or a personal crisis, that you discover new abilities within yourself. You might fail a few times, but each failure is pushing you past your limits further. If you're never pushing yourself into discomfort, you might never see how far you can truly go. So ask yourself, what limit breaker challenges can you take on? It could be signing up for an tournament that scares you, committing to a creative project that feels ambitious, or volunteering for leadership at a role at work. It should stretch you beyond what's easy. You'll be forced to focus, adapt, and give it your all. And in the process, you might find yourself operating in a flow state because you have no choice but to throw your whole being into it. That's when extraordinary things can happen. Goku in Ultra Instinct was a product of all his years of training plus the pressure of a do or die moment. Your Ultra Instinct moment might come when preparation meets opportunity under pressure. Now, I'm not saying go seek life, death, duel in the cosmic arena, but do embrace challenges that scare you just enough. They might be a catalyst that triggers your next level of growth. And when things get tough, remember Goku's calm face in the eye of the storm, down shaking focus. That's the vibe you want to channel. So at the end of the day, going Ultra Instinct in real life is really just mastering the mindset of flow and peak performance. It's about training hard, setting clear goals, and then letting go of feeling doubt when it's time to strike. It's a balance of intensity and calm. Goku showed us a glimpse of what it looks like to be so present, so attuned, that even the mightiest obstacles can be overcome in a fluent ease. We all have seeds of that ability. Think about the times you already felt it. Maybe in the middle of a great game, your body just knew what to do, or when you were coding or drawing or writing and the world faded away, and later you looked back at your work and thought, whoa, I did that. Those are hints of your Ultra Instinct. Your goal is to cultivate it, make it a bit less accidental, and more of a state you could call when you need it. You just gotta learn how to control it. Well, there you go. That's how you tap into Ultra Instinct in real life. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out the trailer for my upcoming stop motion web series, Moon Buddies. I'm going to put the link in the description. And peace out. Let's go.